What is up, guys? Your homeboy Daniel from Tiny Studio Production. Today in the house, we got Prolifek.
Hey, what up, what up, what up?
What's up, brother? And as a co-host, we got Edward Ayala.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, bro? How was the drive over here, bro?
Yeah, man, that traffic crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, so I mean, I've seen your work, man, and I fuck with everything that you do. But if you want to give yourself a little introduction to, you know, some of the ones that don't know who you are. But let me just adjust the mic here real quick. Go for it, brother.
What's up, guys? My name's Prolifek, aka Pro Presley. I've been doing music for about 12 years. I represent the whole 956, the RGV. I was born in McAllen, Texas. Grew up throughout the whole valley. I moved around from city to city as a kid, and I put on for the valley. You know what I'm saying? I put it on everywhere I go, from city to city, state to state, and I'm proud to be from here and represent it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, so what got you into the music?
Got me into the music. Pretty much, I just fell in love with rap. I fell in love with the rhymes and stuff. But the person that put it in my life was probably my sister, because she's like 5 years older than me. So when I was like 8, she would be buying Tupac CDs and Maze CDs and a couple other guys' CDs that she had, and I would go take them from her. I would take the CDs and I would listen to them, and then the ones I would like, I would keep them. So like in those CDs, she had the Tupac, the greatest hits, double disc. I would listen to that every day. And then when 50 Cent dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, she had bought that CD and she had got the whole poster and everything. And I stole the CD from her. I left the poster there though. I stole the CD from her, and that was my favorite CD at the time. That's the CD that really made me like want to rap. Like I would hear 50 Cent's lyrics and his beats, and I would go get his rhythms, and I would put my own words to them, and I would make like my own versions of his songs. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what made me rap.
What was your first time recording in the studio, or like
in an actual studio? It was in Edinburgh, Texas. When I moved to Edinburgh, it was my freshman year in high school. I went. I met this guy named Michael Sanchez. He had 2 older brothers, A-Track and Silent T, and both of them were rappers. And they had a whole studio set up in their house. It was like a legit computer, software. They had the speakers, they had the booth, it was like a legit studio. And before that, I used to record on an MP3 player. So I would hang an MP3 player on the closet.
Yeah.
And I would just hang the MP3 player, and I would just record, play the beat on the boombox, and then I would just record the vocals on the MP3. And that was the easiest way for me to have an MP3 version of my song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without having to pay for studio time. But before that, I was recording on cassettes. I had found an old cassette recorder, and I would put a blank cassette in it, and I would just record my freestyles and record everything that I could record off live.
It's crazy, bro. Like OGs, like the new generation is never gonna appreciate like how difficult it was for us, like exploring the whole audio. You know what I mean? Like you say, you did cassettes and all that. Like that's crazy, bro. Like,
And it was a grind, right? Because most of that stuff was just like one take.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to do it one take. That's
Yes.
it.
So it's pretty much like one take. You can't fuck up. If you fuck up, that's pretty much it. You gotta redo the tape.
and who was your first collaboration that you collab with?
Like my first collab in general was like with my friends. It would probably have been Michael, the one that I spoke about, Michael, and then D Kane. His name was Danny Rodriguez. That was probably them two. Because before that, I would just record by myself. Probably my little brother. My first collab would probably have been my little brother. But like my first like big feature where it was somebody that was like in the music industry and that was already like established, it would have been ESG. I did a song with ESG from Houston. Did a song with him when I was like 21, 22, around that age. And then yeah, that was the first one. And then from there I did features with, man, almost every Mexican artist you could think of, bro.
Bro, nice. Did you ever do old school like passing out your CDs and stuff like that?
Yeah, so in high school, that's what I was known for. I was the rapper, like, and there's still so many people from my high school that have blank CDs with my handwriting on them where it says like on the grind, Prolific, or on my block, Prolific, because I was just the name Prolific itself means to produce a lot of, so like really that's me. I make a lot of music. So when I was in high school, I was dropping every week, every 2 weeks, I was dropping a mixtape, 20 songs, 18, 15, 20 songs on a.
Hell yeah.
And everybody was just like, man, like they just saw me like just recording my ass off, but I saw it as a, hey, I'm gonna sell these CDs for $1. I would spend like 20, 25 bucks to make 100 CDs. I would go buy the blanks at Staples, then I would go print them in my house, and I would put new songs on them every week, and I would go hit the school, and I would sell them all for $1. And whatever the people would tip me, you know what I'm saying? Like some people give me a whole 10, 20, 5, 2, 3 bucks, whatever. But at the end of the day, I was making money off my music, and I was hustling, and I was making sure people were listening to it. I didn't want to give it away for free, because usually when you give people stuff for free, they don't appreciate it.
True.
The same way they'll appreciate it, even if they spend $1 on it, it's like they still spend something on it, you know?
Do you think, I mean, it's a dumb question, but do you think it's a lot easier now to promote yourself than back then?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, because you got ads, you got so many possibilities. Like you could post your video, whatever you could post, whatever you want to post, you could post it, and anybody can just come and just see it and share it. You got the right person share it with the right audience behind them, your thing go viral. You start generating money from it. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a lot easier now. It's just now you got to be more resourceful, and you got to have more like how can I say it? Like more calculated on what you post and how people are going to interact to it and stuff like that. So you got to definitely be more calculated.
Studying the algorithm and stuff like that,
yeah,
right?
Stuff like that.
Staying relevant. Bro, I know you're big on the dogs. So what got you into that?
I mean, pretty much like I told you, like the way I grew up, we would just move around a lot. So it was just me, my brothers, and my immediate family with my parents, right? So dogs have always been a big part of my life. Since I never really had like I would have friends in one school, and then I would move. By the end of the year, before the year would even finish, I was already at another school, and it was like I wouldn't keep in contact with none of my friends. You know what I mean? So I would just constantly lose friends. That dogs were always like the one thing that would like stay with me. You know, aside from my brothers, dogs were always around. So I always had a love for dogs.
Yeah.
Like they've always just been a big part of my life.
I know you've done a few events. You want to share like some of the most memorable ones that you've enjoyed that you've done?
So events, I've done like a lot of toy drives. I've done back to school drives. I've done canned food drives. The most memorable one would probably be what was it, in 2019, I think it was. I had teamed up. There's this church in North Edinburgh. I can't remember their name right now, but it's a church in North Edinburgh, in the rural area of Edinburgh, and it's a lower income based church. And I found them, and the pastor had talked to me like that they really needed help, that a lot of the people in that community really needed help. So I was like, hey, like I want to do what I can do, and for Thanksgiving I raised a whole lot of food for them, like so much food that it was crazy. Like there was more than what they could like take, you know what I mean? Like everybody was taking boxes of, there was
that's something I want to point out here in the Valley, that's something I really admire and respect about you, that you're one of the main like people here in the music that fucking has helped a lot of people in the community. Like you're always doing the toy drives, you're always doing all that, you know. Holidays comes, I see your fucking post, bro, and you have like boxes of like toys and stuff. Yeah. And that's fucking badass. What made you want to do that, like to want to be helping?
I mean, same thing, because when I was a kid, like I wish we had the help, you know what I mean? I wish somebody helped. I mean, I spent countless amount of Christmases with no gifts, and I didn't even expect a gift because I knew our situation. So I was wise enough to not put that pressure on my parents, like, oh, you didn't buy me, or you didn't get me what, you know what I mean? I already understood it to where it was like, if we gonna get something, we gonna get something, and if we don't, well, we still got each other. Like we still gonna do something.
Yeah, that's badass, bro. It's legit.
Yeah, so now that I can help, like I got a platform and people have eyes on me and stuff. So it's like, hey, you watching me? Well, help me do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, if at least 1% of everybody that's watching helps, then it still makes a difference. You know what I mean? So that's why I be.
Bro, so as an artist, what's your favorite thing? Is it being in the studio and making the music, or is it performing it in front of an audience, or doing the whole process on the music video?
I love every single process that you just mentioned. Like all three things are definitely like, I get a lot of satisfaction from doing all three. My favorite thing is definitely being in the studio, just not having no distractions, just being zoned in, having what I need in there, and just focused on music, just recording nonstop all night. That's my favorite thing to do. My second favorite thing to do is after the performance, you get off stage and like everybody that's like really liked your performance, they're greeting you, and you know, they're shaking your hand, they're telling you. Then after that, you go sit down and you pretty much go over the photos, go over the footage of your performance. You know, like you talk about it with your close friends or like the people with you, your team. And that's probably like my second favorite moment, because that's when I feel like satisfied, like truly complete. You know what I mean? That's when I feel like, hell yeah, I did a good job. Like they liked it, like better than expected. Like all thanks to God. Like love it. That's for sure. The music videos is a little more of a headache. Like because
do you usually direct it, or you got somebody helping you on?
So
directing?
for the most part, till right now, I've directed like 99% of my videos. So which is why y'all gotta excuse me if there's sometimes they're just simple, because it's like I got so much going on. I'm just trying to get the visuals out. I don't have a lot of time to sit down and just brainstorm the whole storyline and put it together and then get everybody to do it. But as we grow, I mean, the video and the production, everything gonna grow too. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that.
Speaking of video, recently we did a collab with Rama, and shout out to Rama. And I like the vibe, bro. Like you guys were very about it. You guys were ready, you know, and we didn't fucking waste time. And that's one thing I told Rama, like, if you guys ever do stuff, I'm here to help. You know, like we can just plan it ahead of time. But you guys were very professional, and you know, you guys knew what you were doing already. You know.
Yeah.
Bro. So local restaurants. What's your favorite local restaurant?
Let's see, I'm trying to think of Starlight Chicken.
Hey, there you go.
Starlight Chicken.
Where's that?
We got one in Edinburgh,
Texas.
And then there's one in McAllen. I'm gonna say Starlight. I'm gonna say Leroy's Chicken in Ed Chelsea. Let me see. I don't know. Support local business though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if your homie got a restaurant, go to their restaurant. Make that your favorite restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, so growing up, who was your celebrity crush?
Megan Good.
Nice.
Love me some Megan Good.
I always think of her from the 50 Cent video, bro.
Yeah. Pants, waist deep.
Yeah.
Megan Good for sure. Hillary Duff. You know what I'm saying?
Hillary Buff now. Have you seen her?
You're like, you'll still get her right.
I ain't seen it.
Favorite location that you've performed in? Whether it's your event or like a spot that you've like, that you could say like, damn, that was a badass performance.
What you asking me?
Like, my bad. Like performing, like rapping, like your favorite location that you've ever like performed, whether it's an event, out of town or here, like.
So let me see. I did. I opened up like 2 years ago for Snow the Product in California.
Bro, that's fire.
And that show was like, for sure, that was probably my biggest, like the biggest crowd that I performed in front of. And it was like the outcome was amazing. Like super thankful towards California. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of love in California. Every time I perform in California, it's a blessing. I'm actually gonna be in California on April 13th in Madera, Texas. I'm gonna be performing at a bully show out there. So if you're in the California area, check me out. And that's definitely one of my favorite locations where I performed at. But there was also a show here in Mission, Texas that I did with homie Ace and Ace's Blowouts. And that event was lit. Like, shout out to everybody that showed up to that event. That event was lit. There was a little bit of controversy. There was a little bit of drama going on, but I still performed, and It was amazing. I never seen so many people that knew my songs. Like,
Nice.
honestly, that was the first time where I had like the crowd was singing the songs and like it was word for word, and I was like, wow, like, so that was definitely like the most memorable show to this day, for sure.
Speaking of drama, bro, like, do you think it's hard being an artist?
I mean, it's not hard. It's just, it's like anything, you know. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. There's good and bad. Like, there's people that think that being an artist is just shining and like being out and looking good all the time. But it's like you gotta put in the work to look good. You gotta put in the work to sound good. You gotta put in the work to even be out there. You know what I'm saying? Because everything, it takes money to make money, and it takes money to even want to make music. Like, there's so much expenses that you're gonna spend making music that you gotta be on it.
How's your process in songwriting?
Songwriting, so I haven't really wrote songs in like the last 5 years. I just punch in, like I just pretty much, I get on the beat the way I'm right here in front of the mic. I hear the beat, I'll go off a line or two.
So you flow?
Yeah, and then punch in another line or two, and then punch in another line or two, and then next thing you know, I have a whole song. And it's just like my thought process with that is already so like automatic that we're like, once I already come up with the chorus, it's like everything else just like I already know how to tie it into it, and the lines to like just come in. Like all my new songs, you would think that they're like written like if I took my time to write them, but I really didn't.
Bro, what's your take on AI?
AI, man, shit, cool.
Have you fuck with it with anything?
Yeah, I fuck with AI. That's just cool because it's like quick answers, you know. It's like you ask me something and it's like gonna tell you what it is real quick, and it gives you an idea. Like, and I'm not saying like you trust it all the way, but it gives you an idea, a common understanding of what everybody else is thinking. Because I'm sure that's how AI works. I'm sure it takes a common understanding of things. I fuck with it.
From all the music videos that you've released, which one's your favorite one?
Tough one, but a long time ago, like 2019, I did a song called Street Life, and that video is probably my favorite video because I got a whole school bus in there, and we were able to tag up the school bus and put my logo all over it.
Nice.
And then I had a bunch of my friends, my close friends, their kids came out in the video, and I have them incorporated on top of the school bus, waving their hands and stuff. Like, and then my homies, shout out Rolo's Boxing Gym, the homies from Rolo's Boxing Gym, they lent me their gym to shoot scenes for the video, and I was able to use some of their kids at that time as the stars for the video. So they played roles in there, and they had like a whole little acting scene, and that song was really heartfelt. Like it had a message to it. So definitely that's one of my favorite videos. I put a lot of time into that one.
Who's been your favorite collab so far that you've collabed with?
My favorite collab, I've had so many. Man, there's this young guy from Atlanta. His name's Anti the Menace. I did a song with him last year. It's called Savage. Y'all could look it up on Spotify, all streaming platforms. And Prolifek featuring Anti the Menace, Savage. That's probably my favorite collab. The dude had crazy energy. It was a good experience. He's super young. He's like 17.
Damn.
And it's like he got Atlanta on lock right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude already came out on the Fast and the Furious soundtrack for the latest one. So
that's fire, bro.
When I linked up with him, I just knew I could just feel it. I'm like, man, this kid gonna go. Like he gonna blow up. He ready to blow up. And in cities like Atlanta and LA and Miami, it's like you got the right people behind you, you blow up quick. Or the right people, like I said earlier, like the right people see your video, they see your song, and they share it. And all it takes is that right person to share it. You don't even gotta know them, but if they share it, that's all it takes. Like,
bro, so growing up as a kid, what was your favorite 90s movie, TV show, and cartoon?
90s movie, TV show, and cartoon. Look, cartoon, I'm gonna say Ed, and Eddie. I used to love the shit out of Ed, and Eddie.
Hell yeah.
You know? Then movie, damn, from the 90s, I'm gonna say any of like the Adam Sandler movies, like Mr. Deeds or something. I think those are 90s movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I say any of those, or I don't know when Friday came out, but like Friday was cool as fuck.
Friday.
So like one of those, Adam Sandler or something like that. One of those. And then what was the third one? It was a
TV show.
TV show from the 90s. Probably like, I think Malcolm in the Middle was from the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to watch Malcolm in the Middle all the time.
Are you a big sports fan, Prolific?
Yeah, to a certain extent. I like the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? You can
Hey,
tell.
Kobe
R.I.P. to
Bryant,
Kobe, long
baby.
live Kobe, man. And football, I'm whatever. I like the Texans. I go for the Cowboys. I don't care. Texas.
Are you gonna watch the Super Bowl this year?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I think the Chiefs taking it, boy.
Right here, you had the Chiefs pick Prolific.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Probably be a close game, but I think the Chiefs. Mahomes is scary.
He's good. Yeah, and I do have a question. So, you know how like Super Bowl halftime shows, they always get an artist to play there and stuff. Have you ever got a chance to be in the Super Bowl halftime show and you had like a dream collaboration? Could be anybody, living or dead. Bring them back for one time there at the Super Bowl halftime show. Who would it be?
Man, I ain't even up front. I perform up there with my dog Future.
There you go.
Yeah, straight up. I'll get on stage with Future, man. That's
Bro, so favorite liquor, beer, and wine. You're like, now you get to the good shit.
None of the above.
Oh, none of the above.
Dirty Sprite. Nah. Look, beer, I don't really drink beer. It's rare when I drink beer, but if I do, it's going to be either a Corona or a Dos Equis. Wine. Ask my boy Rama about the wine. Let me see. For the liquor, I'm going to be bougie. Nah, I ain't even going to be bougie. It's Bucanas all day. Buchanan's.
Would you get the pineapple one? Would you like that one?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Bucanas all day. Next to Bucanas, I'll put Blue Label. Nice.
Bro, so who inspires you and drives you to be ambitious?
Man, poverty. I don't want to be broke, bro. I want to be rich. I want to be able to be so rich that the people around me don't got to worry about working. You know what I mean? They just got to worry about coming up with ideas. They just got to focus on like, hey, like I got this plan, like, and I'm like, bet, let's do it. You know, like that's what drives me. It's not really somebody that I look up to like that. Like, oh, I want to be just like them. I want to be successful like most people that are successful. You know what I mean? But I want to be successful in my own way, on my own time, in my own conditions. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as long as I'm happy, everything's paid for, the people around me are taken care of. That's what motivates me. You know?
Yeah.
Like 50 was like my favorite rapper at the time, 50 Cent. But I never wanted to be like, oh, I want to be just like 50 Cent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just did it.
What's your favorite topic to write when it comes to songwriting? Like, what is it? Like, cause I know you say you just go with the flow, right?
Yeah.
But from most of your songs, like, what's your favorite topic that you really like to talk about?
So like, I'm a rap artist.
Yeah.
So rap, I want to talk about money most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I talk about the struggle, but like one of my lines on one of my songs, I say is, I'd rather say let's get this bread than tell you. I say I could tell you about some stress, but I'd rather say let's get this bread. You know what I mean? So like I could rap to you about pain, and I could rap to you about my childhood and like growing up poor and being gutter and, you know, like doing crimes and all that. But I'd rather just tell you let's get this bread. You know what I'm saying? Like,
More inspirational, more motivational.
Go get your money. So like I have a lot of get money music. So we're like, you listen to it, and if you ain't getting no money, you're gonna want to change it because you're gonna feel like fuck, like, you know.
Yeah.
But if you motivated and you trying to get you some money, you're gonna hear it and you're gonna feel the same way. You know.
Yeah.
And then I got sad songs, I got love songs, I got all kind of music. But for the most part, I'm gonna motivate you. I'm gonna speak about just get this money. You know what I mean? They say money don't buy happiness, but I say it do. And it definitely helps. You know what I mean?
What are your goals this year?
This year, man, honestly, I'm trying to get a hit. Making sure I've already recorded like 50 songs, 60 songs this year alone, like just in January and a little bit of February that I've got so far. I'm gonna be dropping. I've already dropped 6 songs this year. I'm gonna keep dropping and dropping and dropping. I'm trying to get one to blow up. Like, I need a hit. That's what I want right now, and that's my goal. I'm trying to make a song blow up this year.
Are you open to rap to like different genres, like
Oh yeah.
rapping on like an EDM beat or on like a
Yeah, so
reggaeton beat.
So I've
or,
done stuff like that. I have dembos, I have reggaeton songs. Like I rap. I'm a rapper, bro. I can rap on.
corrido, have you done a corrido tumbado one yet or no?
Look, on Corrido Tumbao, we have some that we worked on. I haven't released it. I wrote a whole a country song for one of my homies.
Nice.
The song sounds good. Like, it sounds good. It sounds like legit country. It sounds like the words are legit. Everything good about it. So I'm waiting for them to drop it. I want to see how that does, cause that's like, I wrote the whole song. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, bro.
So are you the type, like, cause I know I've jammed with Eddie and I'll be throwing him any guitar beat and I'll just fucking jump on it. Are you that type that like anyone throws you any style of beat and you're gonna find a way to like?
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Like I
that's
just gotta hear it, and then like I just gotta hear it, and then I'll hear the way to approach it. Like, so I have a very vivid imagination, and like once I hear something, it's like I start imagining how it would sound. You know what I mean? How it's supposed to sound, and I come up with my own way to do it.
Anything that you want to gain knowledge on, like that you want to, like, yeah, I want to learn how to do this more, or
Man, there's so much, bro.
yeah.
There's so much. I could go off all day about that. I just want to learn about, man, I want to learn about everything. I want to learn more about like nutrition, like how to live better. I want to learn more about like the registration of these songs. Like I only register to up to a certain point, but there's like so much more that you could be registering than
For like royalties and all that.
yeah, like I only get so much royalties right now, like to a certain point, but there's publishing royalties, there's mechanical royalties, there's performing arts royalties. Like there's so much different stuff that goes into it. Like I need to learn that. Then I need to learn more of that. I need to learn. Man, there's a lot I want to learn, bro.
Yeah.
A lot.
There's always something in this, in entertainment. Like there's always something you gotta learn, you know.
But that's life. You like. I feel like if you don't have the hunger to learn, like then you just start fading away. And then like if you look at a lot of older people right now, like from our ethnicity with Mexicans, like my parents, a lot of my parents and my friends' parents, they're all like illiterate when it comes to technology. You know what I mean? When you give them a tablet, you give them an iPad, they do not know what to do with it. You know what I mean? And which is understandable, but that's also on them, because like they have an opportunity to like, hey, when it's coming out, like let's get involved. Like, hey, what's that? Like, how do you use that? You know, like be curious about it. And a lot of like people, they don't, because they get comfortable with what they already know, and they're like, oh, this is enough to just get along. But it's like you just gotta keep learning.
Bro, do you prefer to work solo or with a team?
Man, honestly, look, I love being alone. I do a lot of things alone. I don't mind being alone. I don't mind going places alone. Because at the end of the day, I don't feel alone. I got God with me, so I always feel protected. I love having a team though, because it makes your job a lot easier. You get a lot of help, and I mean, you know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work. So for sure, I love having a team. But at the end of the day, if the team ain't getting the job done, I gotta do it myself. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. I've had a lot of teams. I've had a lot of people around me considered part of my team, and little by little they fall off, or their vision ain't the same as mine, and we go separate ways. Or it's not even so much about going separate ways. It's just they just get stuck there. They get left there. You know what I'm saying? And I have no problem with cutting people off if I see that you ain't as motivated as me, and you ain't trying to get to the same place I'm trying to get, and you just trying to be where you at right now, and you enjoying where we're at right now, and like, and that's it. Then I'm good, because it's cool to be content with what you got, but you always gotta, for me,
You always gotta be hungry.
you always gotta want more. You always gotta go get it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's cool. Like, you got a $5,000 check today, but hey, tomorrow you gotta go try to get another check. You can't just say, you know what, I'm gonna just chill on this 5,000 till it run out, and then worry about getting another check. Nah, man, you gotta get a check every day. You know what I'm saying? Big or small, you gotta get paid every day.
Bro, what's your favorite instrument or sound in a beat that'll, like, as soon as you hear something, you're like, oh fuck, like that's the one I'm gonna write to?
I love piano melodies. I love melodies. I love spacey melodies, like the ones that are just like real mystical and stuff. I don't know if it's like, probably like harps, stuff like that. And then the snares for sure. Like that's the biggest thing for me on the beat. I need to have some good sounding snares.
Cool. I got 3 final questions. Do you have any questions? I know I talked a lot.
Nah,
Y'all good?
Now I was just gonna ask, man, because I mean I really love the fact that you give so much back to the 956, bro. That's something rare that we rarely hear. You know what I mean? Like it's really good to have that. That's the kind of people we need representing the 956. People that are willing to give back, man, to the area. So that's pretty awesome, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro, and Pro, like, just know, like Eddie says, you know, that's very, like, I admire that shit too, bro. So if you ever need any promotion, whether it's podcast, photo shoot, some video takes, you know, I got you, you know.
I appreciate that, man.
And also I do music production, so if you ever need something quick or, you know, I'm sure you got your connections, but just know that.
Nah, definitely. The more the merrier. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. Bro, so, okay, from the last 3 questions, bro, any shout-outs?
Shout-outs? Yeah, let me shout out my little brother, Bless on the Beat. You know what I'm saying? Me and Bless on the Beat, we got a whole lot of projects about to drop. We've already been dropping a lot of songs. He's my producer, my engineer. You know, big shout-out to him. I want to say, send a big shout-out to my boy, JC, the Mopar Goat. I want to send a shout-out to everybody from Street Heat. You know what I'm saying? Send a shout out to everybody from the 5K Frenchie family, everybody that's gotten a dog off of me, a big old shout out to you, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to J Mile Records, you know what I'm saying, my other homie. Cold Eyes, aka X Slotty, shout out to my boy.
Slotty.
And man, there's a lot of people, man, that can't name and that I can't remember their names right now, but I love all of y'all. If you've been a part of my journey or you're a part of my journey, I love you. And we gonna keep going, bitch. We ain't gonna stop, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, so any advice on anyone starting in music or with the whole dog marketing?
Man, look, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Both industries is hard. Both industries is cutthroat. Both industries, you're gonna take losses and you're gonna have to invest. You know what I'm saying? So my advice is save, save, save. You save your money. Make your next move, your best move, calculate it. Before you give somebody money for a move, go and look for people that did a similar move to what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Before you go spend your money on something, go look around, do some research, ask people that might have already spent that money where you're gonna go spend it at and see how their outcome was. You know what I'm saying? Learn from other people's mistakes. That's what I would give y'all as advice, is definitely ask others and learn from their mistakes. Use other mistakes to save yourself some money. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire, bro. Final question. Where can people reach you if they want to collab with you or if they want to buy a dog from you?
Shit. You hit me up on Instagram at Prolifek. That's Prolifek. I'm active every day from when I wake up till I go to sleep. That's bread and butter right there, man. So y'all want to get a dog, y'all want to get a feature, y'all want to get a appearance, a show, whatever it is, man. Some merch. I got t-shirts, I got hoodies, I got beanies, we got all that. Whatever you want to get, tap in, man, at Prolifek. Same thing for Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Tidal, YouTube Music, all that.
Well, I'm very thankful, bro, that you came through. One of the, like I always say, one of the most valuable thing is time, and you spend your time today here on my platform, and I'm grateful, you know, and I'm looking forward to anything you're down to do. I'm open to it, you know. I do events too, so, and Eddie's been wanting to do an event too. He does a lot of gigs, so maybe we could do something for the community together one of these.
Not for sure.
One of these days.
For sure. Definitely into it.
Any final words, Eddie? You're good?
Hey, give a big shout out to Prolifek, everybody. Yeah. No, man, that you're awesome, brother. This is the first time I'm meeting you, brother. And you're an awesome guy, awesome artist.
Thank you.
And everybody go out there, look for Prolifek, man. Go. All you need is one, bro. All you need is one to blow up. That's all you need. All you need is one.
Straight up. I was just waiting on it, man. God got me, though. It's coming.
All right, guys.
Yes, sir.
This episode's going to be on our platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, YouTube. Yeah, I look forward to everything, guys. Thank you guys for coming through. And music, peace and love, homies.